Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, no one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves. Join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review the events of the past week. No one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves. I think I got that right, did I? Oh, my goodness. Just so tired. No fantasy sports here. We keep it real. And as you know, we kill brain cells. So you've been warned. You know that. We do that. That is what we live for. So knowing that we kill brain cells, we just might be, if not the purveyors of the zombie apocalypse. You've been warned. We are repetitive and redundant. We have no peers. We are the internet's ongoing traffic wreck. No AAA here. You're stuck. You're going to be a gawker. It is what it is. And we carry more water for sports than Depends does for senior citizens. And since I'm a senior citizen, I can attest to that. I have the Depends hidden away somewhere. Now, I don't wear Depends. But I think during tax season, I think I should. But yes, it is tax season. And oh my goodness, the deadline was not yesterday. It is not today. It is not tomorrow. It is Monday. So in celebration of our economic slavery, we're on air. And I'm dead to the world. Good God. Well, actually, I'm not dead to the world. There are a lot of people that are in dire need of my services. And unfortunately, it has to do with my tax license. But all good in the hood. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Scorekeeper. Thanks for joining us. Let us know who you are and where you hail from. If you don't mind, give us a like, give us a tweak, give us anything to let us know. And if you want a little bit of sympathy, you feel like giving, if you haven't already given to the government, you can always give it to us. There it is at the bottom of the page. You can check it out. We'll take Patreon. It doesn't hurt. That way I can give to the other co-hosts that are on the program. So, I'm really, really happy. I don't know. I think I just got a text. I haven't even put the link up for the co-host, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to do that. But wow, it is tired. I'm just tired. I'm going to yap and yap and yap as to how tired I am. Do you know how tired I am? I'm tired. But thank you for joining us, and we already have our first like. Thank you, Thomas. Thomas, where the hell? All right. You need the link. I'm doing that right now. Let me invite everyone. I'm going to do it right there on the Facebook page if I can get in there. And yes, I am referring to Facebook. Though I have to say there have been quite a few team players this morning. And not this morning. Oh, if only. No, Jim, I am all over the place. This is going to be absolutely abhorrent. It's going to be embarrassing. But I'm going over to the Sports Talk with the Guys group, I guess. Or no, the NDB Media group. There it is. NDB Media host page. I'm going to post the link. Come on over and join me. I'm dead. And it would be fun not to be alone this morning. But I know everyone is watching. Thank you, Sports Talk with the Guys. Yes. On 4/16/2022. Wow. I was met by someone who I know. They were in the green room, I guess, and they were telling me that I have to limit my program. Thank you, Michael Day. Thank you, Thomas, for the likes. Oh, I'm here. Thank you. Who else is joining me? Tony. I can't hide this, man. I am tired. I don't even know if the Yankees won yesterday, but I am wearing the colors. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. My cup of Joe, I think, is waiting for me over there, so I'm waiting for one of the co-hosts to get in so I can get something. I know, I said that. So, I don't know. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, was, of course, April 15th. It is a holiday in Washington, D.C., and because it's a holiday in Washington, D.C., tax deadline was extended to the 18th. So, anyway, it could have been over yesterday, but it's not, and in some ways, thank goodness, but I still have time to do stuff. Oh, my gosh. I think I have like 8 appointments today. I have 10 tomorrow on Easter Sunday. Those are just the scheduled appointments. And then I have 1 on Monday, which is a shock on the actual deadline. But that's all right. If you guys want to hear tax jokes, it's not here today. But I'm sure going to be ornery about it. I did appreciate a text message from a client, someone who I know dearly. So this is kind of like part of the joke of the day. This is, I think, on Wednesday. Here was her response. It was damn funny. She says, "Oh, by the way, I know that was sarcasm at its finest." I think it was a phone conversation. I loved it, and I'm glad she didn't flip out. But here's the joke of the day. When should football players wear armor? When should football players wear armor? I think I'm going to go to the weather report and disappoint you guys with that joke because I am real good at disappointing people. What happened? Did all my links disappear? I think they did. Oh, rather than, okay, I'm just going to wallow in anger and just start at the links again. Oh, man, I had actually set them up. But okay, let's click away so I can get them going. I'm so sorry, folks. I am tired. I actually closed the browser where I had all the links. That's a bummer, man. Do you know how long it took me to click on those 4 links? 4. Took me about 30 seconds. But I'm angry. No, I haven't had anything to drink. My stomach is going crazy. I think the last meal I had was maybe at 9 o'clock a.m. yesterday. Did I say 9 o'clock a.m.? I'm tired. Anyone want to join me? Please save me from the agony. Oh, that's right. There's nothing in history.com today related to sports. But we're going to do it. Let's get this one going. When should football players wear armor? When they play night games. I know. Go ahead. Write your dirty ones. Here's another one. Joe said, "Know what, Charlie? I killed 5 flies yesterday. 3 males and 2 females. How could you tell them apart?" asked Charlie. Joe replied, "Oh, well, that was easy. The 3 males were sitting on a case of beer, and the 2 females were on the phone." Oh, did you know that my twin brother? Yes, there's a doppelganger out there. Or maybe a good guy, depends how you look at it. My twin brother called me from prison. He said, "You know how we finish each other's sentences?" Yeah, that wasn't funny. But there you go. We're going. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning again. It is 79 degrees in Hammond, Louisiana. Thank you, Dreem. I'm glad it's going well for you. Over here, it's 53 degrees. It is partly cloudy. It's going to get to a high of 69. Thank goodness. I think I would have been miserable had it been warm like it was last weekend. Oh, it was horrible. I had to warn everyone coming in on Sunday. It's hot. It's hot. And it's hot. Oh, my poor clients are sitting here and you can see the perspiration. Even with the air going, I still had that trouble. Oh, it was no fun at all. We're going to get to a high of 69, overnight low of 53. I'm flying to Alaska on April 20th. My flight is 7:20 p.m. If you guys want to chart the flight and whatever, let's see, what am I? I'm going on Alaska Air, and my flight is 193. I'm leaving on Wednesday, 7:20. So if you go to one of those air flight websites, you can follow me. It's 193. And I'm coming back on the 27th at 11:50 p.m. I fly, and that's Alaska Flight 150. And I will arrive at 6 a.m. allegedly on Thursday, April 28th. So I'm going to be there for 2 travel days and almost 7 full days up there. And I am just absolutely jazzed about it. I don't know what the weather is like in Anchorage right now. Let's take a look. It's been in the 40s, folks. Oh, my God. It's actually been very, very cold. There we go. Anchorage, Alaska. Let's see what it is today. It is right now 35 degrees, and it's going to get to a high of 44. It's going to be an overnight low of 31. So let's take a look and see what it says for the next, I don't know. Wow, check it out. Sunrise is at 6:34 a.m., and the sunset is at 9:25. Wow. Let me take a look at the next 10 days, what it looks like. Yeah, I think I'm too tired to do that. Here we go. 10 days. No. Torres income tax. I don't like that ad. Me no likey. That's funny at weather.com. This competitor shows up. All right, let's see. When I arrive, it is scheduled to be 29 degrees in the middle of the night. Wow. And it's going to get, on my birthday, it's going to get up to 49 degrees. And then we're going to be in the 50s projected. So it's going to warm up a bit. Looking forward to it. Oh, man, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. And, 30 seconds wasted. I don't know what that means. Oh, bye. Damn, I thought you were moving for good. For pleasure. I'm going up. I'm going to go see the lights. I want to go see the northern lights. There are 4 lights. That's it. That's my Star Trek reference. So, yes. Tony says I can relate. Thursday I worked 8 a.m. to 3 and then started at 6 a.m. Friday at 6 a.m. Oh, my goodness, buddy. And I thank you for spending a little bit of time with us, so we're going to try to make it work. Thank you. My cousin, Sergio, I'm flying. I'm flying up there for vacation right after tax season. I'm ending, and I got to get away, and I'm getting out of here. So that's what we're going to do, and that's the plan. Today in history, folks, believe it or not, on April 16th, I believe on 1929, the New York Yankees became the first Major League Baseball team to permanently feature number on backs of uniforms. Numbers correspond to position and batting order. That's why Babe Ruth is number 3 and Lou Gehrig is number 4. In 1934, the 38th Boston Marathon was won by Dave Komonen of Canada in 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 53.8 seconds. And going a little bit further, today in sports, Bill Belichick celebrates his 70th birthday. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is 75th. And, of course, we lost Pat Summerall on this day back in 2013. Of course, in 2016, Olympic gymnast Shawn Johnson went to NFL player Andrew Ernst in Franklin, Tennessee. Did you know that there was a boxing match that went for 42 rounds on April 17th, 1860? I guess they really had no overtime back then. The first World Championship boxing match was a brutal affair, lasting nearly 2.5 hours and stretching over 42 rounds. That was on April 17th. And on April 20th, 1887, was the world's first motor race. It was hardly the stuff of today's adrenaline-pumping Formula One matchups or NASCAR or IndyCar. But on April 17th, 2 men climbed aboard their machine for the world's first motor race. Wow. Nice little bit of trivia, don't you think? Let me see. Also happening in today, back in 1953, the Stanley Cup Final at Montreal Forum, Montreal, Quebec, the Montreal Canadiens. Okay, I don't know what happened. It moved. Beat the Boston Bruins 1-0 in a 4-1 series win. And, of course, in 1983, Steve Garvey sets the national league record by playing in 1,118 consecutive games. I think he would have broken the record had he not slid into a home plate. Couldn't slide, couldn't throw, but he could do a lot of good things. And I'm exaggerating. I'm kidding. I would reconsider him for the Hall of Fame, but I'm nobody. Back in 1989, he slid into home, jammed his thumb, broke, and he broke his thumb basically, and he was taken out of the game. Back in 1989, Costa Rica beats the U.S. 1-0 in the third round of the 1990 World Cup. Wow, way to go, Costa Rica! I remember when Barbados took us out to qualify for the World Cup about 4 years ago. In 2003, the Washington Wizards' Michael Jordan plays his final game in the NBA in Philadelphia when he receives a 3-minute standing ovation. I think they were just standing and applauding because they had nowhere else to go. But, hey, it's a good thing. Let me see. Isn't it still daylight at midnight? Actually, not yet. It's going to be around June, July, and August when it's summer up there when that really happens. So, this weekend, the USFL is back! It is back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Can I get a ho? Oh, of course it would show up that way. Let me see. There we go. It's the USFL, the United States Football League. People are getting sued for that name. I don't know if it's the logo, but they're getting sued. Welcome back to the USFL. They open up this weekend. Oh, it's all going to be played down in Birmingham, Alabama. COVID stuff. So I think it's a good thing. It's the debut this weekend. I'm going to try to catch a game. I think it's going to happen. NASCAR is tomorrow at Bristol, which is a really cool raceway, even though you are turning left all the way, but it's cool. Of course, as I mentioned, tax deadline is tomorrow. Yesterday was Jackie Robinson Day, celebrated throughout all of baseball. He made his debut on April 15th, 1947. It's easy to remember that. The aforementioned tax deadline and 1947. It's real easy. The color barrier was forever broken for the better. And it was a long time in coming. And thank goodness it was done. I wish I had my jacket, the Jackie Robinson one. Yes, my jacket. It has it. And it has hidden that jacket. And I want it back. I'm going to. There's only so much room in this house. I got to find that jacket. But she's real good at hiding things. Yeah, she's real good at ripping things up, too. But anyway, as you know, it is my holy day on Thursday. So I'm really happy about that. I'm going to wake up in Alaska my birthday. I'm thrilled. On the 22nd, the NFL's last day restricted free agents. USFL will open up week 2 on the 23rd. Formula One is in Imola on the 24th. And NASCAR, Talladega Nights, baby. And then, of course, the NFL draft is April 28th, 29th through the 30th. That's a quick look at the happenings in the world of sports coming up. Let's take a look. Dan Schneider of the NFL. You heard it last week and you heard it the week before. Dan Schneider, he stole from the other Indians or the other owners. And oh my gosh, Bigora, it is the man of the aura. I actually said that in Spanish. You guys like that one? Ooh, that one actually worked. Morning! Oh, Studley! I look bad compared to you, Studley.
Good. How you doing, man? You look tired. I only heard you say you were tired about 30 times this morning.
Really? Have I said it that much? Dude.
I know, that's it.
I'm sorry. I know the line is 37, and I'm pretty close to it. So I apologize. I'm going to have to save them. Yeah, I am, dude. I am just spent. Let me see. My cousin Sergio says, Fargo all over again. Don't get lost up there. Take pics. Keep us posted. Oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, what? Did everyone decide at this exact moment? Oh, my goodness. Morning, Speedy. Speedy.
Good morning. What's going on?
You look like how I feel. How are you, buddy? How you doing, Speedy? Hi, Speedy. Talking to you.
Hello.
Oh, I don't think you can hear us, Speedy. You can't hear us.
Okay, I think you guys are good now.
Oh, now we're good? Are we? Are you able to hear us now?
What's going on?
Everything, always, nothing, never. How are you, Speedy? Speedy? Hi. Okay, well, he's going to figure it out, folks. But we'll see what's going on. Maybe he's going to log back in, log out. So what's going on, Dreem? Where are you, homie Claus?
I am heading to the restaurant for the second time this morning. I got there and I was missing supplies, so I had to run back to the house and pick some up.
Hey, Dreem, look familiar?
Yes. Oh, yes.
That's the one, baby. It's right here in my, right here in the office. That's the one you got me a long time ago. Hell, you've dressed me this morning, dare I say? Yeah, that's.
I love it. I recognize that one.
Yeah, the cap, the jersey. I've gotten more love from you than I have from someone else in my life, but that's neither here nor there. And speaking of such, are you going to be on the West Coast?
I am.
Oh, my goodness. Why are you slumming it?
I'm heading over to California. We're celebrating some graduations. We're celebrating just getting to see my wife's grandpa again. He's around, I say, 110 years old.
Why? His birth certificate's in question? It's not like he's a Major League Baseball player or anything.
No. But when
he's not Latin either, so why would he be lying about his...
No, when he came over to the United States, they didn't have birth certificates, I guess, when he was born over in Vietnam. So when he came over, they were like, "Oh, you're about 5 years old," and he was actually older than that, but they didn't really have much to go on, so they just said, "Yeah, fuck it." So he's a little bit older, but he's around 110, 111 ish.
Does he know the day that he was born, at least?
No, the day is right,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's just the year that's off.
And it's off by what? Let's see if he came over. What? He's like 25 right now.
Shit. No, it's off by a few years. So he's.
Oh, did I lose you too, Dreem? Yeah, I can't hear you. Oh, you muted. You're muted. Yeah, sorry, pal. You're muted. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, lost him. All right. Well, anyway, good morning to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I am getting into it, so I ask you to bear with us very quickly. For you gentlemen, AVP starts. I think in June. I'm going to be watching. Hey, I know there's male and female, but I ain't watching the male. I'm watching the female. I am. The beach volleyball. Come on, man. I know it's a sport and everything, but I'm watching. Oh heck yeah! Yeah, it's great. So I do believe they begin, and here we go. There's Dreem again,
Yay!
and there's Speedy. Wow. Hi,
Copycat.
Speedy. Speedy. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, well he'll figure it out. Dreem, I hear you.
Yay.
Yes.
So
How are the Yankees doing, dude? I haven't even noticed. I haven't been able to pay attention.
same. I've just been working like crazy and been in and out of hospitals with my wife, just kind of doing checkups and stuff like that. So, I haven't been able to pay too much attention to how they're doing so far. But I usually pay more attention in October.
Someone caught me off guard, of course, and they said, "Hey, how are the Yankees doing?" I'm like, it's not September yet.
Exactly.
Actually, that was a big dog asking me. Folks, we want to keep the big dog. Big dog is not feeling well.
Oh,
and
no.
Yeah, not going to get into it. As you know, he's private, but he has not been feeling well, and hopefully long term the big dog is going to be getting better, so we'll see. So Speedy, can you hear us? Oh, lost him again. All right.
Man, he's dipping out quicker than your dates in high school.
I had no dates in high school. I went to an all-boys school. I was studying to be a priest, dude. I was in a seminary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how bad the Yankees are. They got beat by Baltimore in extra innings yesterday, 2-1 in 11. That's how sad. So, wow. We'll take a look. The Mets took it to the Diamondbacks, 10-3. The Twins doubled up on the Red Sox, 8-4. The Nationals beat the Pirates, 7-2. Miami, 7-1 over the Phillies. I don't think they've even received their uniforms yet. Of course, the Orioles 2-1 over the Yankees in 11. The Blue Jays 4-1 over the Athletics. The hated ones 4-1 over the Indians. The Guardians. The Rays were edged out by the Black Sox 3-2. The Angels. Oh my God, the Angels won 9-6 over the Rangers. The Tigers 2-1 over the Royals. Cardinals blasted the Brewers 10-1. The Cubs lost to the Rockies by 1, 6-5. The Braves 5-2 over the Padres. Bummer. And the Mariners, my heroes, took it to the A-holes 11-1. And Los Dodgers 3-1 over the Commies. Wow.
That's the only time you're happy about the Seahawks.
That's right. It's the only time. Now our standings: Toronto, of course, in the American League East, 5-3, or 5-3, 5-3. They're 5-3. The Yankees, Tampa Bay are 4-4. Boston is 3-4. See, I can't even make fun of them. And Baltimore's 2-5. In the Central, you have the Black Sox playing at 5-2. Cleveland is 4-3. Detroit 4-4. Minnesota 3-4, and the Royals 2-5. In the American League West, Houston, the A-Holes 4-3. The Angels 4-4, tied with Oakland. What a shock! Seattle's also 4-4, and Texas is 2-5. In the National League East, the Mets are playing the best baseball right now at 6-2. Atlanta and Washington are 4-5. Miami's 3-4, and the Phillies are 3-5. In the National League Central, the Cardinals are 4-2. Cubs 4-3. Milwaukee 4-4. Pittsburgh 3-4, and the Commies are 2-6. In the West, the National League West, Colorado 5-2, tied with Los Dodgers, and the hated ones. San Diego comes in at 5-4, and Arizona's 2-5. So the strongest division right now in all of baseball would have to be the National League West. Wow, 3 teams at 7-14. Winning percentage, and the Padres at 5.56. In the National League, you've got 3 teams at 500 or better, and in the American League West, you have 4 teams at 500 or better. 3 of them are at 500, so it doesn't count. And you got a lot of good baseball going on right now, folks. So that's it at the look at baseball. We're going to look at the land down under right now. So Dreem, what is there anything in particular you want to talk about? I want to give a quick shout out to Sergio, Michael, Tony, and some guy named Thomas. Gave us some likes on Facebook. Thank you.
I just want to shout out to all the people asking what the opposite of in is.
And what's the opposite?
The opposite of in.
I'm too tired, dude.
Shout out to all the people asking what the opposite of in is. There you go.
Yeah, I still don't get it, but that's okay.
Oh my God.
Yes. Anyway, Dreem will be joining us. It looks like he will be live in studio. Poor man. I will have better food for him next time. I'm probably going to order in at that hour, and we're going to have a. Actually, we did have a bit of food, didn't we, when you were here last time?
No, we did.
I'm going to make sure it's hot this time.
No, man, we're going to do this show, and then we're going to hit up Tommy's after. That's the plan.
Yeah, I can actually handle Tommy, surprisingly. Folks, I have a tough time with red meat in its purest form. It's very difficult to digest for me. It does give me a lot of problems. But for some reason, the fake stuff, not that Tommy's is fake, but you know what I'm talking about. The processed, I can actually take some of that. And here we go for the... Oh, now we lost him. Hi, Speedy. Hi, Speedy. No? I don't know. Hi, Speedy. Okay. Well, figure it out, pal. Figure it out. I'm going to tell him. Oh, he's gone. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if he joins us. He's having internet connectivity issues. Last night, I got into the room, and I turned on the Roku. It said no connection. I'm like, oh, my God. Come on. I paid the bill. Wait a minute. Did I? I'm like, come on. I hit reset the Roku. It took about a minute. Said no connection. I'm like, oh, come on. Come on. I had internet in the office. I've got it on my phone. What's going on? And then I changed. It's somehow hooked up to some other connection without me knowing. Damn it. So that was funny. My cousin says, Tommy gives me tummy bubbles, and it's good for losing a few pounds quick. Tommy's? Well, I guess because it goes through fast. Yes, I can actually handle Tommy's. And I have not, guys, I've really been frightened over this, and I've had to learn to adjust my consummation. No, that's not the right word. I wish it were that. Well, it's my fault. Someone bought a drink for me 2 Fridays ago, and an idiot, I didn't know what to do. Bruce, why didn't you buy me a drink? Oh, it wasn't you? Maybe they gave me a free drink. Uh-huh. Not an idiot. I already told that story. Check it out. It's on my Facebook page. Not lot of misery on that one. That one's embarrassing. I'm sorry that you get tummy bubbles. But, Sergio, eat well, watch your portions, and everyone else, folks, watch your portions. Apparently, I did not. And now there's no portions to watch. I miss a local favorite. Definitely in the Latin community and quite a few other minorities, they know of it. Look, you know a place is good if it's authentically, I use that term loosely, authentically minority, and you have all other cultures and ethnicities showing up. That's a good sign. We have a local favorite here in Southern California. It's King Taco. My cousin, Raul, grew up with the sons of the owner. Let me say, when the owner passed away, or no, was it King Taco Day in LA? But anyway, yeah, I'm all over the place. It's good stuff. It's just good stuff. Some people would equate it to Latin fare fast food, but I'm sorry. I guess I'm a fast food guy. It's good stuff, so I really do like it. I miss it. I have not had it since April or May of last year due to my diverticulitis. I know it's not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal for me, and it hurts. So I just have to watch what I take. But due to the fact that I have trouble processing good old-fashioned carnivore-ish red meat, yeah, I know. The English was bad on that. Yeah, I know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm having trouble with numbers. And I got the bank accounts not finally. Freudian slip. Anyway, it's feeling good. I'm really excited about going up there. I just cannot wait. No, hell no. I will quote Khan when his idiot little buddy says, but you have Genesis, you can have whatever. He tasks me, and I shall have it. I will chase him round the moons of Nibia, round the Antares maelstrom, round perdition's flames, before I become vegan. Prepare to alter course. For those of you that have seen the Wrath of Khan, tell me, that was pretty good. It's one of the movies that I can quote. Actually, I can quote Star Trek 3 verbatim. Quote verbatim. Well, I guess it's quote paraphrase. So I guess it is apropos. I'm tired. I need help. Please. I don't want to be alone. I don't know how long I'm going to be on, but this will be my Waterloo. I should not have been on air today. I am spent. I'm spent. But if you guys made it, I am eternally grateful. We're going to get to it. National Rugby League news from the land down under, folks. In the round 6 of the Telstra Premiership, the Cowboys edged the Raiders 18-12. In full time as well, the Rabbitohs doubled up and got 2 extra over the Bulldogs, 36-16. Panthers 40-12 over the Broncos. This was on the 15th now. And today, earlier in the day, the Sea Eagles 26-18 over the Titans. The Storm 34-18 over the Sharks. And later on today, times are Pacific, 9 p.m., the Roosters visit the Warriors. And at 11:05 p.m. Pacific time, which on the Eastern, it would be morning, so it'd be tomorrow, the Dragons visit the Knights. And tomorrow at 11 p.m., the Eels visit the Wests Tigers. In the Telstra Women's Premiership, the grand finale on April 9th, the Dragons were not doubled up, not tripled up, but I think quadrupled up, or 4 times. The Roosters took it to the Dragons 16-14. So round 17 begins on Thursday with the Sharks visiting the Sea Eagles. So National Rugby League is doing real well. Really exciting stuff down there. So let me see. I've already delivered 3 sad jokes. Here's another one. Oh, a woman was driving down the street in a sweat. Sweet sweat. I'm old. A lay woman. Oh. knowing what's been going on in my life or hasn't been going on, do you realize what that word did to me? A laywoman. What is that? A laywoman. I know what it is. Or what it was. A laywoman was driving down the street in a sweat because she had an important meeting and couldn't find a parking space. Looking up toward heaven, she said, "Lord, take pity on me. If you find me a parking place, I'll go to Mass every Sunday for the rest of my life and give up drinking wine." Miraculously, a parking space opened up right in front of her destination. The woman looked up to heaven and said, "Never mind, Lord. I found one of my own." Oh, my goodness. And let's see. Hi, Speedy. No. Hi, Speedy.
Hey,
Oh, we
you
have
guys see me or hear me?
more. Hi. Yes. Hi, Speedy. What's going on?
Not much, that crazy weather up here.
Oh, the crazy weather is screwing with your internet? Hi, Speedy. Oh, good God. Well, we found out there was crazy weather up there. We'll see if Speedy's able to join us. Does Will Smith slapping in an Oscars, is it considered a sport now? Hell yeah, it definitely is. We probably haven't commented all. Well, we did the weekend of. You know what? Look, it is what it is. And there were people complaining that for him to get 10-year suspension from the academy, who cares? Who really cares? Someone, of course, did say, what if Brad Pitt would have done it? What if so-and-so would have done it? Huh? They never have! As stupid and as ignorant as those other people are, they've never done it. Will Smith did. I'm sure someone is going to go ahead and find out how many times there's been an altercation in the Academy Awards and what happened to them and how they got away with it. He got what he deserved. And now we know you slap someone, it's 10 years suspension from the Academy. Will Smith, I don't think he's hurting. If he is, I have no hope for earning millions of dollars a year if he can't keep his stuff together. Publicity, good or bad, is positive. There's no such thing as bad publicity. In The Wolf of Wall Street, for those of you that have seen it, he's like, "My God, they're ripping me apart." Remember that he calls her a C word, and she goes, "Baby, your hair looks great. You're in the #1 magazine. You're awesome." And sure enough, he went to work the next day and he was being mobbed. For those of you that have seen The Wolf of Wall Street, by the way, at the very end of the movie, when he's in Australia being introduced, the gentleman who is introducing, look very closely, that is the real Wolf of Wall Street. That was his cameo in the movie. For those of you that know and don't know, that is the real Jordan Belfort. The one that say, "The very best friend of mine, so-and-so." That guy that introduces him. It's kind of cool. He's there. And I believe, who else is there? I don't know if there's anyone, but I'm confusing. I was remembering in a lot of the movies that the young man is in, I can't remember his name now. He's not a young man, but the actor. Oh my goodness, Leo. Leo makes a connection with the real people. Of course, Jordan Belfort was in that movie. And the movie Catch Me If You Can, if you look very closely, the real person, I forget the young man's name in Catch Me If You Can, he's a French police officer. He's an older man looking in the movie again, and he's the one that puts Leo in the police car when they finally arrest him over at not Saint Moritz or whatever the name of the Montserrat, yes, or Montserrat. That's the name of the city. Look very carefully. The individual that puts him in the car is the real one that the movie is based on. Kind of neat. Leonardo does that a lot. He adds some real people into the stories that are watching or that you're watching the movie of. So, you know what happened? Tiger Woods, he finally got through 4 rounds of golf. Good for him, but he didn't finish very high. So we're going to take a look at the leaderboard for the PGA Tour today. They are playing at Harbor Town Golf Links in Hilton Head, South Carolina. Hilton Head. There's just so many words there that I could or want to play with, but go figure. I think I just shot myself on that one. April 14th through the 17th. The RBC Heritage, it is in progress, and the most up-to-date is Patrick Cantley, -9 at 133. Robert Streb, -7 135. And coming in at 136 is a whole bunch of people. Cameron Triangles, -6 at 136, as is Aaron Wise. Eric Van Rooyen, like a doppelganger there. Cameron Young, and Joet Dahman, coming in at 137th. A bunch of people. They're all at -5 and 137. Chad Ramey, Joaquin Neiman, Sepp Straka, Matt Kuchar, Mito Perea, Jordan Spieth. Wow, Jordan Spieth is tight for 8th. Wow, that's way down there. That's crazy. So the Masters did finish up, and I think we'll go over the Masters in a moment. Right now, playing at the Hokulai Country Club in Iwa Beach, Hawaii, April 12th to the 16th, which is today's the last day. Right now, Hui Yu Kim is 206 strokes, -10. Brianna Doe is -7 at 209. Hinako Shibuno is -7, 209. Somi Lee is -6. With Stephanie May Dow is -6. Coming in -5th is Megan Kang and Aria Chutanugarn. And then coming in at tied for 8th is Ryuxiun Liu, Ashley Buhai, and Hee-Jin Choi. Oh, and Na Rin An. And someone is trying to get into the program. And there. Hi, Speedy. Yeah. Sports Talk and Movie Facts. Sports Talk with the guys. Home of the theater-going wannabes. I have not been to the theater. Oh, well, for 2 weeks. I saw Morbius, and that was my Waterloo. Someone bought a drink for me, and I didn't know what to do. I've never had anyone purchase a drink for me. That's how sad I am. So that's a quick look at the PGA, folks. We're going to take a quick look at MLS right now, and then we'll get to some of the bigger things going on. Very quickly, the standings in MLS. Oh, I guess we'll do the conference standings right now. We'll just make it quick. The Lakers have been eliminated. I got suckered on the website. Apparently, there was a blockbuster trade, and they worded it in such a way that it suckered you in, but it was fake. It didn't happen. It was an idea of a blockbuster trade. Doesn't it annoy you when people do that? Or does it annoy you when they do that? Or does it annoy you when they are telling you or asking you, does it annoy you when other people do that? This is what tax deadline does to me. It just kills me. But it's been busy. In the Eastern Conference, Philadelphia, 16 points. Orlando, 11. New York, 10. Tied with Atlanta. Charlotte and Chicago have 9. Toronto, Montreal. Columbus, Toronto have 8. Montreal is all alone in 9th place with 7. DC and Cincinnati have 6. And coming in at last with 4 points are New York City, New England, and Miami. In the Western Conference, LAFC, 13 points. LA, the Galaxy, and Salt Lake are with 12. Austin, Dallas, and Houston all have 11 points. Nashville has 10. Portland is all alone, number 8 with 9. Colorado is all alone at number 9. Oh, no, they're tied with Minnesota with 8 points. Seattle's all alone. I'm certain of it. It says right there, 7 points. Kansas City, they suck here, and he's doing baseball too. 6 points. Vancouver, 4, and San Jose, 2. This is MLS. So we are finishing up quite a bit of in basketball, of course. Oh, I went to the NHL. Sorry. I went to NFL. It's now trying to NHL. Of course, they're going to be entering. Oh, my goodness. Islanders legend Bossy dies at 65. Ooh, I think we're going to have to get to that in just a moment. That's a bummer. I'm so sorry. Yesterday, on the 15th, of course. Damn, how many games were there? That was a lot. St. Louis, 6-2 over Buffalo. Toronto, 7-3 over Washington. Tampa Bay, Lightning, 43 over Anaheim in overtime. Pittsburgh, 6-3 over the New York Islanders. Detroit, 3-0 over Carolina. Edmonton, whitewashed Nashville, 4-0. Was that terribly insensitive? Asked the Latin guy. Minnesota and Dallas, of course, 3-2. Minnesota. over Dallas in overtime. In a shootout, Chicago over the San Jose Sharks 5-4. Colorado 3-1 over the New Jersey Devils, and the Knights 6-1 over Calgary. Vancouver 7-1 over Arizona. So wow, that's quite a bit. So all right, New York Islanders 3-0 over Montreal. Florida 6-1 over Winnipeg, and tonight, yeah, I'm not going to do that one. Taking a quick look at the standings, folks, so you can get an idea. The division right now for the 2021-2022 season, you have in the Eastern, the Metropolitan qualified for playoff spots. Carolina, the Rangers, and Pittsburgh at 104, 102, and 97 points each. In the Atlantic, you have Florida, Toronto, and Tampa Bay, who have qualified for the playoffs at 112, 102, and 98. And in the Western, you have Central, the only one qualifying. In the Central is Colorado with 114 points. Minnesota, St. Louis are 98, so I think they're still in the hunt. In the Pacific, you have really no one qualifying yet. You have Calgary, Edmonton, and the Kings at 99, 92, and 88. Take a quick look at the wild card run in the NHL. In the East, you have the Metropolitan, Carolina, Rangers, and Pittsburgh are all in it, of course. Atlantic's Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay, and you have a lot. Oh my God, you have 10 teams for the wild card. Boston, Washington, Islanders, Columbus, Detroit, Buffalo, Ottawa, New Jersey, Philadelphia, and Montreal. Wow. There's a lot of teams in the wild card still. In the Western, of course, as I mentioned, the Central, the Western Conference, Central Division, Colorado, Minnesota, and St. Louis, they're presently in the leads of their division. So, or not, sorry, I didn't mean to say they're not their divisions, but they're presently in the playoff, but they haven't qualified for a playoff spot. And you have the Pacific, which is Calgary, Edmonton, Los Angeles. And the wild card, you have Nashville in the number 1 spot with 89 points, tied with Dallas, 89. Then you have the Vegas Knights coming in 87, Vancouver's 84, Winnipeg 81. Those are points. Anaheim, so they're still in it at 29 and 33. Way to go at 474. San Jose's 473 with 69 points. Chicago, unbelievably, Chicago, the Blackhawks who beat the Kings the day that I went on March 24th, which I had a blast. Prodigy was there, his beautiful wife, and of course I took my daughter Gmo. That was fun. Chicago 61 points. Wow, 25 and 38 and 11. That's a bummer. Seattle, of course, is still winning with 52, and Arizona's 49. So that's a quick look at the NHL. And, of course, the I was going to say the WNBA, but no, not the WNBA. That would be the NBA. The play-in is going on right now. And let me see. Today, we already have the series beginning. Number 5, Utah visits number 4, Dallas. It's game 1 today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. At 3 p.m. today, game 1. Number 7, Minnesota visits number 2, Memphis. At 6 p.m. Eastern time, number 5, Toronto visits number 4, Philadelphia. At 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, number 6, Denver visits number 3, Golden State. So today's day 1, folks, of the real, I guess. In the play-in, as you know, just recently, the Hawks took it to the Cavaliers 107-105, and the Pelicans took it to the Clippers 105-101. I like it. In the NBA first round playoffs, which begin today on April 16th, the NBA playoffs are presented by Google Pixel. I don't know. Here we go. Let me take a look at it. Oh, it's on that fake website, Twitter. Didn't mean to. So the Western Conference, number 8, Phoenix, is being visited by the number 8, New Orleans. Also in the Western Conference, number 7, Memphis takes on Minnesota, who's number 7. Number 2 and number 7. Golden State takes on Denver, number 3 and 6. And in the Eastern Conference, you have Miami hosting Atlanta, number 8. You have Boston, number 2 versus Brooklyn, and number 3, Milwaukee versus Chicago. And we do have the numbers. Oh, Dallas and Utah, as I mentioned. Hey, sorry, didn't do it this time. Oh, Siri, did you hear that? She was trying to get in. I am hurting for a cup of coffee. I have not had a hit yet. Dallas, number 4, takes on number 5, Utah. And Philadelphia versus Toronto, number 4 and 5, respectively. So, games 1. Actually, quite a few people are playing. Phoenix hosts New Orleans tomorrow. Atlanta hosts Miami tomorrow. Brooklyn is visiting Boston. Actually, Miami hosts Atlanta tomorrow. Boston is hosting Brooklyn tomorrow. And Milwaukee is hosting Chicago. Everyone else is playing today. So, good stuff. 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow. So, the NBA is on its way. Lakers, worthless. Absolutely worthless. Sad. Actually, I don't know if it's sad. It's just that team was old. A lot of people called it, and it turned out to be true. Just sad, sad, sad. Quick look at NHRA. Where are they going to be this weekend? Are they? They've got to be. They're not here in Pomona. I would have heard them. I don't know. Did you know that 30 years ago today in the NHRA, the season was a year full of historic firsts? Yeah, check it out, NHRA.com. So, yeah, I don't know what they're playing this weekend. They may not be playing. As I mentioned, Formula One is next week. They're over in Imola, which is kind of cool for those of you that don't know. Imola, if you look at the schedule, it's Italy. Is it really? Oh, yeah, it's Italy. The one before was Melbourne, Australia, so we're on schedule. The United States Grand Prix is, of course, May 6th to the 8th, and then you have Spain, May 20th to the 22nd. So that's a quick look at Formula One. I'm not going to do the standings. Of course, as I mentioned, NASCAR, they're going to be in Bristol tomorrow, which is really cool. We're going to take a quick look at No, I don't want the alerts. I don't. Bristol is on the 17th. Talladega is 24th. Dover's May 5th. Darlington is May 8th. Kansas City is May 15th. My favorite race, I know you guys don't care, Sonoma, June 12th. Wow. On my anniversary. It is in Sonoma, NASCAR. And Formula One will be in Baku. So, cool stuff. A lot of stuff going on, folks. You know, we talked about the Mount Rushmore of sports. Coffee already gave us quite a few. And I'm going to be asking the hosts, as we're going to be doing, I think, the Mount Rushmore of each sport. I don't know. We still got to work on that, but we're going to start in May. It's going to be an ongoing project over the next year. And we're going to choose a sport on a monthly and determine who is on our Mount Rushmore. Of course, Cuervo asked me who is on my Mount Rushmore, and I don't think I had an answer. So I expect to have an answer starting over the next few months. Of course, Sports Talk with the guys. If we can make it go forever, we will. So, as we near the top of the hour, Dan Schneider of the NFL, everyone is talking about we may finally see the end of it. Folks, you know what's been going on with the owner of the Washington football team. If, in fact, he did take money from his fellow owners, that's an automatic. If you can't trust the people in the system, who can you trust? Now, there was news that broke, I believe, earlier. So MSN, USA Today, everyone was talking about the apparent end of Mr. Schneider. So when you take money, this is omerta, people. When you take from your own, yeah, it's done. So now everyone is beginning to say Dan Schneider has to go. What does anyone care? He stole from the other, allegedly. Took from his fellow owners. So now people are saying he has to go. What do they care? Seriously. Obviously, Twitter is dead, and everyone, Twitter flutter right now at that fake website. And think about it. What happens? They're ones and zeros, folks, both figuratively and literally. People get angry over there. They go wild. Twitter's a waste of time, folks. It's not real. It's fake. So I have a presence at Twitter, but it's just there. I don't know how many I have, but it's fake. Everyone who's on Twitter is really just angry. They're like the COVID drivers, as I call everyone. Look, I drove throughout all of COVID, and the only thing I had to deal with, as I said, were speeders. That was it. Freeways were great for almost 2 years. Now that everyone's come back, driving is horrible. Drivers are horrible. Go back home. COVID drivers, you're worthless. This is what you're doing when you're on the road. Oh, someone sent me a message. Oh, he has had. Oh, look, I'm flashing everyone. I got a text message from Speedy. Apparently, there are issues. Oh, look, I got another image. Oh, is it raining? He's raining over there by Speedy. Look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to show anything else. So, he's looking out his screen window, so that's why it looked like he was in prison. See that? Yeah. See the little screen stuff on screen? Ah, the wire mesh. Yes, it's an iPhone 8. It still has the button. You realize that if I did the flashy thingy, where, it's facial recognition, NSA would know where I am. Did he flash me again? No. So, anyway, hopefully Speedy's able to join us again real soon. So, all right. I don't know where I was. What a shock. But Dan Schneider, everyone wants his head now. And last week, we were talking about if it's all true, he is gone. And everyone is getting on the bandwagon now. And I'm just dying laughing because we spent the time discussing it. But apparently, as you know, the Washington Admirals, I know he's the Commanders. Owner Dan Schneider is no stranger to controversy, but the investigation into claims of sexual harassment and a hostile work environment has now taken a turn. As you know, evidence now points to the organization manipulating its financial records in an attempt to avoid giving visiting teams their share of revenue, as well as withholding refundable deposits from fans. Oh, so now they're stealing from the fans as well. Evidence suggests, no proof. He's rather litigious. That's why we have to be very careful. Congress is now turning over evidence to the Federal Trade Commission. Oh, I guess it's getting real now. A letter obtained by the Associated Press and shared by the Washington Post outlines behavior which Congress claims may implicate Schneider and the Commanders for being engaged in a troubling, long-running, and potentially unlawful pattern of financial conduct that victimized thousands of team fans and the National Football League. Victimized the National Football League. The crux of this latest investigation is a former employee who appeared before Congress and told lawmakers that the Commanders kept 2 financial books. One of those books held the actual figures of the organization, and the other, which was sent to the NFL, underreported ticket sales so the team could avoid revenue sharing. In addition, Congress has learned that the team implemented a scheme for over a decade designed to keep refundable deposits set aside for seat licenses with no intention of returning the deposits to fans when their licenses expired. Testimony from Jason Friedman, a longtime employee of the Commanders, detailed the lengths the team went to keep fans for the money they were entitled. Mr. Friedman stated that after Mr. Schneider purchased the team in 1999, other than return the security deposits to customers at the end of the lease term, team executives, there you go. Now it's not Mr. Schneider. We talked about this last week. Who else would be involved? It's not as easy as him saying, let me think. I'm going to do this. These are corporations. They're complex entities. It's not that easy. There has to be people involved. And there we go. Rather than return the security deposits to customers at the end of the lease term, team executives directed employees to establish roadblocks to prevent customers from obtaining the security deposits they were due, effectively allowing the team to retain that money. Well, yes, that's par for the course. That's the American insurance system. You want socialism? Buy insurance. You want capitalism? You experience when you put in a claim and they deny it. That's capitalism, folks. The scheme, as presented by Friedman, and this is from MSN, involved making former license holders jump through considerable hoops to request a refund. The team knowingly did not notify fans in the event of a death or license expiration that there was a deposit on their account or on the account. If someone called or emailed the team to request a refund, they were told it could not be processed without the request coming via a written letter mailed to FedEx field via the UPS or FedEx only. This weeded out a considerable number of potential refunds, with many people simply not going to the effort of mailing a letter. Now, you could have gotten around it by reading the details on how to request a refund. If it was not available, none of that applies. So this is what you do. In California, if a team tried to do this, and this is not legal advice, but this is what I would do, and this is how I would get it. Contact my credit card company. Say, hey, this is what's going on. I've requested a refund. They're saying that I have to do this, this, and this. There's nothing in the refund policy that states as such. Here's a copy of my letter, which I sent through the Postal Service, which is next to legal tender, requesting a refund. Now they're saying I have to send it via FedEx or this. No. So I tell my credit card company, they're denying me a refund. Boom. I have been successful almost each and every time using my credit card company. That's why you use credit cards. Not debit cards, credit cards. The estimated funds for this scheme total $5 million, impacting approximately 2,000 individuals. Oh, I smell class action lawsuit. I like it. Friedman went on to tell Congress that Commanders executive used the term juice as a code word for funds that were not being reported to the NFL. Wow. If the people who are the executives that are being named, they're done. They're done in the NFL forever, and they may be done from other teams as well. While the claims of withheld security deposits being converted into an executive slush fund could prompt numerous civil cases against the Commanders, the existential threat, wow, we have a journalism page, to Schneider's ownership centers on the team failing to accurately report ticket sales at their games. In one instance, Friedman recalls being directed to take money off the top of a Commander's home game and falsely process it as revenue from FedEx hosting a game between Notre Dame and the Navy, which was discussed in an email chain between Friedman and former Commanders CFO Stephen Joy. Wow, there you go. There it is. Hi, Aisha, and hi, Almighty.
Hey, Rod, what's going on, buddy? Where is everybody? Thought I'd be late.
No. Oh, I got another like. Who is it? Aisha. I'm sorry, Aisha. I was having a lot of fun with Dan Schneider. There's a lot of stuff, man. He's as dirty as can be. And names are starting to fly. And emails are starting to make it into the blogosphere, dude. It is crazy. I'll send the most recent article that I'm referring to right now to you. I will post it in the chat room. And to answer your question, Almighty, I don't know what's going on. Speedy, poor guy, has already tried to get in 4 times. And I'm referring to the program. He did tell me that there's rain and lightning. So he did show me an image of it being bad over there.
Wow, what a boss require proof of of what's going on. Why do you
Whoa!
I need proof of that storm, buddy. I need it right now.
Hey, I didn't require anything. I was the one that got flashed. It was funny.
Ooh, you got flashed. Aren't you lucky?
I actually did tell it to a client yesterday, and she chuckled because I had my phone up. I was going to have them sign. I have to use the app to get them signed. And just as I lifted the phone, it went off. I said, "Oh, who sent me a message?" And I looked at it and I said, "I'm sorry. I just flashed you." And she chuckled. Oh my goodness. She thought it was fun. I was all right with that one.
That's
you
cool.
know how her mom was there, so I guess she was okay with it. Anyway, it was late at night. Folks, this is crazy. Now we have another name. So in the email, it says, Steven, can you reply all with processing guidance? This is the bulk club SRO or standing room only order where I'm charging $55 per ticket, but the tickets are priced at $44 in the system. There are a total of 14,760 game tickets being sold here with $11 per ticket of juice, or it equals 162,360. My God, folks. There wasn't even clandestine. And why did they use email? They're that stupid. Folks, people are stupid. You never use email for anything like this. Mr. Choi responded, the juice goes to Navy versus ND game, which according to Mr. Friedman meant that a portion of the revenue from the Commanders game tickets, 162,360, should be falsely processed as a non-shareable revenue from Navy versus Notre Dame college football game. Wow! That meant that over 160,000 was not reported to the NFL and subject to the 40% revenue split for visiting teams, with the Commodores pocketing the entire amount. The same was done with the Kenny Chesney concert, which also occurred at FedEx Field. Yes, the amounts are small, and a lot of fans, especially those in Washington, are going to say, who cares? It's not whether we care or not. All I can say is one of the owners, one of the Sharks, stole from the other Sharks. If this is true, and if it is, screw the sexual harassment. Okay, that might not have been the apropos word, but you can forget about the sexual harassment. You can forget about the hostile work environment. If he stole from one of his own, the code of Omerta has been broken. He will die. He will be kicked out. When you steal from the others, you're gone. Hi, Roz! So, yes, I was alone up until Almighty did show up this morning. So I'm thrilled. How you feeling, pal? How's everything? You got the shirt on, buddy. Is it the Guardians?
No.
Oh, must be the Indians then. There it is. Ho! That's a beautiful shirt.
I'm not gonna wear no Guardians crap. That's blasphemy.
I know, sir, and I that's why I was deliberately stupid this morning.
But you were trying to be funny. That's okay.
Oh, sir, I was just trying to emphasize that you and I are wearing baseball royalty. You have Indians, I have Yankees, who are both insensitive names if we listen to the masses on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I think every name's insensitive, so really there's nothing really safe.
Did you know that I am quasi warmly, possibly offended by your comment that generalizes that everything is insensitive? Yeah, that's tax talk, dude. I'm spent, buddy. I am spent. I am getting my energy back and having you guys join me. It's awesome. And Roz's tax season is almost done. Yeah, you're telling me. Hey, Roz, notice the numbers are going down on non-transmitted returns? Oh, my goodness. All right, Roz. You happy that your team won? Woohoo! I think your team won too, right? The Indians?
What? No, they lost.
Oh, Yankees lost. And you know who they lost to? The Orioles. The Orioles.
Well, they can be happy for a day.
Yeah, the Orioles have won 2 games, folks, all season, and one was versus the Yankees.
Yeah, well, we lost to the Giants. So, it is what it is.
Aye, lad, it is what it is. And Almighty.
It's only April, so who cares?
Yeah, well, I don't. As my famous line was when I was asked, hey, how are the Yankees doing? Is it September yet?
Yeah.
That one.
Is it August? Is there a race going on? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, folks, Almighty, I need a solid from you, please. I have not had a hit. It's waiting for me over there. I got to get my coffee. Forgive me a moment.
Oh, my. What are you doing to me now? Oh, my.
The bridge is yours.
Oh, that is.
Oh, my God. Oh.
We can just listen to.
The coffee.
We can just listen to Roger.
I mean, a cup of Joe. I don't drink coffee. Oh. See, now I'm drooling.
Oh, my gosh. Well, this is.
Come on, dispense, baby, dispense. Come on. I'm hurting. You're holding out. Oh, you got to heat up again. Come on.
Well, while Roger's off
Justin, Spence already.
whining. Anyway, a federal judge declined to block the USFL from
Oh,
using names and
yes.
logos.
Yes.
All right, we'll let him.
Oh, the glorious cough. Is it Joe? Come on.
He sure is noisy, whatever he
I
does.
keep wanting to say manna from heaven, but it's not. It's the glorious
Yeah.
something. I'm hurting, man. I need that cup of coffee.
Thanks. Thanks for sharing.
Winch.
We all want, yeah. Well, thanks for
I
sharing
got a
that.
bag here, and there's a bag in there. Oh, come on, Creamer. Come on, Creamer. Come on. Come on. I know that doesn't sound right. Oh, actually, that's absolutely horrible. Think about what I just said. Come on, Creamer. Here's a tiny smile there on Almighty.
Well, it's hard to do a show when you can't shut up. So, did I say that out loud?
I'm sorry, Almighty. I am.
Well,
I'm hurting, buddy. Yes, Tony, it was a coffee orgasm. I'm hoping the USFL will last. I'm really jazzed about it. I think the backers do have some money. I'm hoping that it's going to do well. I am a USFL fan. This is a throwback to 1983, and I think it's great. So, while Dreem was on this morning, I'm going to go back to it. But for those of you that know and don't know, this is my real good Yankee cap. This one was given to me by Dreem many years ago. And of course, he also gave me this jersey. So as I told Dreem, as I moved my way further down the wardrobe, I realized that Dreem has dressed me today. And I'm going to leave that there just as it is. Oh my God, the disgust on Almighty. Morning, hi, have we met? He's like, yeah, you and Big Dog better not come visit me like you're suggesting.
I don't know what's going on today. We're in a multiverse, I think.
Speaking of a multiverse, folks, my thoughts are with the Big Dog. He did visit with me this week, and he did have a little bit of bad news for me. Did get he's incredibly private as opposed to me. He got a bit of bad news medically, and it's not a good thing right now. So he is worried. He is tired. You guys all know what he has, and it looks like conditions are changing. So if you want to talk to him, want to reach out to him, it wouldn't hurt. The Big Dog is not the Robo Dog, most definitely not the Robo Dog, but he's the sick dog. He's not doing very well. So he did apologize when he left us last week because he wasn't doing well. And I believe he's in Las Vegas today. Oh, so there went all my sympathy points. Oh, I think I just got the monitor. Wow.
So he can go to Vegas and can't be on the show.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I just sold that little bastard down the river, didn't I? I'm like, oh, poor baby, he's not doing well. He's in Vegas. Actually, the reason why he's in Vegas, all kidding aside, is his daughter has a competition. And being the dutiful dad that he is, folks. Of course, I had to slam the Big Dog because that's who I am. But she has a major event. And it's like they're going there and just coming back. It's a worst kind of turnaround. You're turning around for business. Those suck. But it is for his daughter's cheer competition. And he is the dutiful dad. So good for him. Big Dog did come over last week. And we did do his return. And I'm really happy for him. He's getting a little bit of money back. So he's happy. He doesn't owe. And we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that superfluously on. Oh, look at the imagery you have behind you.
Yes.
That is really cool. It's
Thank
looking
you.
nice. The one to your left, or I guess on my
Yeah.
screen to the right, that one is new, isn't it?
Yes.
That's baseball. That
Right.
is cool. The one, the football one, is really neat. You've had that one for a little while.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, I did. And then I decided I need a baseball one. And I got a few more to put up, but I don't know where to. So I had the whole back filled up with posters, but we'll see. I got the NBA one, but I haven't put it up yet.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, as I mentioned, folks, I already went through it earlier that the NBA is starting today. Is game 1, round 1. Tomorrow will be game 1, round 1 of the other teams who are starting the 17th. So the NBA is going and blowing. Do you think the USFL is going to last? Roz directing that one to you. I'm hoping they are.
I think so. I think they should. I don't know. I think so. They won that court battle to keep the logos.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
The court declined to block it. I don't know. I haven't read the whole thing, but that's the headline. So that's one battle won. So they start today, don't they, Raj?
Yes, sir.
First game.
Yeah.
You getting all your stuff together?
I am.
Your snacks.
I actually do have it because of Monday night or opening day baseball. USFL.com is owned by a Chinese website. Oh, man, that's a bummer. I went to USFL.com. So it's USFL2.com.
Yeah, I think we got that last time. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. That was a bummer. Today, April 16th, Generals versus the Stallions. This is so cool, folks. I am terribly excited for it. I wish the LA Express were back, and if they do expand, I just wanted. That was my team, the LA Express, of course. So
I put a link in the chat room there for you, Raj, for the logo thing. But
this was yesterday.
Well, I was trying to read it, but you kept yelling and screaming with your coffee orgasm. So I just sat here and said, "What the fuck?" So I mean, whatever. But that's cool. But if it's going to last, I think we're going to. I don't know, because I don't know how much financial backing they have, and I don't know what kind of revenues they're going to get. But I'm like Roger. I hope it does last. And I'm interested to see how the rule changes how the rules differ from the NFL of work, as far as kickoffs, and they're going to have overtime rules and stuff like that.
Well, if you guys remember, back in 1983, the USFL was the first professional league that actually instituted the 2-point conversion play, which was just taken from college, of course. And the USFL did use a tee for kicking field goals and for kickoffs. Or maybe not kickoffs, because you already have a tee for the kickoff, but you were able to have like a quarter inch or something where you could place the ball. I know, I'm sorry. And do that. So Ross says that the local Fox station has been hyping it up all week. I've been hyping it up. Tony, yes, it was a coffee orgasm. I do apologize for that. I was interrupting coffee as well. Aisha says he's always tired. The guy never seems to sleep. No. But let me tell you, in less than a week, I will be up in the great white north. I will rest. I ain't talking to anyone related to business whatsoever. And I'm in a mad dash at my regular job to have everything ready to go. I'm going to be gone for a week and a half. So it's more than that. I have 2 travel days, and I'm going to be up there for 7 full days. I'm just, wow. So if you guys want to follow my trip on trip whatever, my flight going up there is Alaska. I think I said this earlier, so I do apologize if I'm going on and on. Almighty's like, well, par for the course. This is what you do, Scorekeeper. Here it is. It is flight 193 going up there. Leaves at 7:20 p.m. from LAX, Alaska Airlines. And I come back on flight 150 at 11:50 p.m. on Wednesday, April 27th. So, 193 going up, 190 coming down. So, the teams for the USFL is really cool. They're all, if I remember, they're all original team names. There are no new ones. Did you recall that? No, they're all the originals. The Birmingham Stallions, the Houston Gamblers, the Michigan Panthers, the New Jersey Generals. That's Donald Trump's former team.
That's incorrect. The Pittsburgh Maulers are new.
Oh! Sorry, yes, sir. I had just said, that's Donald Trump's former team, and he said, that's not true.
Well, that is true. I'm talking. You said there was no new things, and all said, I mean, it just popped in my brain. I finally paid attention to what you were saying. Wait a minute, that's not right. So, well, I posted a link for the rule changes for NFL in the chat room for everybody to look at if they want to. And we can go over that too. But it seems like they have some interesting rules for the overtime. There he is, Speedy. He has arrived. He has arrived.
Do you hear us?
Oh, I can't be talking to nobody.
Hi, Speedy. Do you hear us? Well, he'll figure it out. He's only been on it for an hour and 22 minutes, so we'll see.
It goes into the record slot, okay? Record, not the mic. It goes into the audible.
Speedy, just put it in. Come on, dude. How hard is it?
That might be the problem. It's not hard enough.
You're right. And based on our language, our numbers just went down, dude. Just Almighty and I started, and everything just shot down. Wow.
Yep.
All right.
That's part for the chorus too, there, Raj.
I was gonna say I'll take credit for that one. We were stupid on that one.
It's like, all right, I'll follow suit. I guess I gotta follow suit and talk dirty. You know how much I hate. Funny. You know how much I hate that.
Oh yes. So the Pittsburgh Maulers, yes. You have the Philadelphia Stars and the Tampa Bay Bandits. So it's really cool.
What did you just say? Tampa Bay Bandits, aren't they an old team?
Yeah. The only ones that are new
I see. Never mind.
Maulers.
Okay, I thought you were saying those were new teams. Never mind.
No, sir.
I got confused.
You saw right. So today they open up at 4:30 p.m. I will have it on TV so I can watch the game in the background. The New Jersey Generals visit the Birmingham Stallions. Of course, the Birmingham Stallions are at home, and they're the only home team for every game. But that's neither here nor there. As you know, all the games are going to be played in Birmingham. Sunday, April 17th, the Gamblers versus the Panthers at 9 a.m. At 1 p.m., the Stars visit the Breakers. And at 5 p.m. on Fox Sports 1, the Bandits versus the Maulers. At 1 p.m., it's going to be on USA Today. At 9 a.m., these games are on Sunday. It's going to be the Peacock channel. So you've got four different channels.
It's going to be on the Cock tomorrow?
Yes, it's going to be on our Cock network.
Well, then I'll be able to... Yeah, never mind. So they're playing all these games on the same field?
Yes, down in Birmingham.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Is this the most games played on one field in one day? Because all these teams are playing on the same field. Is that like a record, like the most games on the same field during the same day? Because everything's a record, you know.
I don't know, sir. I'm gonna have to drive down to Holt, down over here where the hooker strip is, and I'll have to ask him, hey, is there a record for how many games have been played in the same field? You know you liked it.
Jeez.
Hey, they play in the same field, so I'm sure they'd have to be in the conversation. Oh, He went out. He don't like it.
I'm not saying that. It's just like where you took it. It's like I'm not going to question you. Like, well, I got to go find some hookers. I was like, okay.
Well,
Good luck. That shouldn't be too hard in California or Los Angeles area. You should be able to do that quite easily.
Holt Avenue, the corner of Holt and
Let me write
Pipeline.
that.
Oh my God, is it really Holt and Pipeline? Oh, no way.
Is it?
Oh my God, I think
Yeah.
it is. Oh,
Well,
it might be East End. Well, still, same difference. I don't know the street. I'm looking it up right now. Oh my God, this is absolutely hilarious.
I'm gonna write that down in case I'm ever in LA. Then I know where to go. Jeez.
Well, in LA, there are numerous places, but that's
I know.
the closest one to me. It's about 2 miles away.
Lucky
And,
you, I guess. I think.
I
don't
no.
know.
No,
I don't know.
No,
because of the crime, right?
Yeah, because of the crime. Yeah, exactly. Because the crimes that are being committed. Oh, it's okay. Wait a minute. It is Holt and East End. Pipeline is a bit further, and oh my God, you know what? Almighty, I need you to take over. I'm
What
actually
happened?
having a sharp pain right now.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, so let's see if I can go over the USFL overtime shootout.
Oh my God.
So, according to this, one of the most notable differences between the USFL and the NFL is how the USFL will handle overtime. The USFL is taking its inspiration from the college football and the NHL by instituting a shootout to decide games. The concept is simple. If the game is tied after regulation, the teams will attempt 2-point conversion. Alternate. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The teams will alternate 2-point conversions attempts for the 2-yard line in the best of 3. If the teams remain tied after the 3 attempts, they will alternate additional attempts one by one until a victor emerges. So there's that one. So it depends. It looks like they're not going to put up with any ties. And it seems like everybody's going to have plenty of tries to win the game, unlike the NFL during regular season. So I kind of like that. So I don't know, how do the rest of you feel about that? Do you think that's a good way for an overtime? I mean, it seems like a lot of time on the field. I'm talking about the USFL, not hookers, Alicia. Come on. But yeah. So
I apologize. What are the overtime rules?
Why are you apologizing?
Because I didn't hear you.
Well, yeah, okay, but no. I'll go. I'll read it one more time because I kind of stuttered over it. Let me stutter over it again. So the USFL overtime shootout. This is one of the most notable differences between the USFL and the NFL is how the USFL will handle overtime. The USFL is taking its inspiration from college football and the NHL by instituting a shootout to decide games. The concept is simple to most people, except me, I guess. If the game is tied after regulation, the teams will alternate 2-point conversion attempts from the 2-yard line in the best of 3. If the teams remain tied after 3 attempts, they will alternate additional attempts one by one until a victor emerges. So
that's cool. That is cool. I like that.
But they're not going to put up with ties. And like I don't know if you heard me or not, but every team will get plenty of attempts to win the game. There will be no one and done. There will be several attempts to win this game. So there shouldn't be any whining about who had the, like in the NFL overtime and regulation. So I like it. It's pretty interesting. So I don't know why the NFL doesn't adopt a similar thing or a similar way to handle overtime instead of just their way. That's could be anticlimactic.
I do like it, seriously. So Roz does say, so the teams go back and forth at the 2 yard line until someone scores. I
Yeah.
like it. Speedy just sent me a message via Facebook, and I apologize. Apparently not through the executive line, but whatever. He says, just go on without me. Speedy, I'm sorry, he was having problems, and he has some really bad weather up there, but he says he has tons and tons of news for next week before the show ends. Tell the chat room I said to have a great Easter weekend. So, everyone, on behalf of Speedy, obviously he was trying to get in for well over an hour, folks, and we do appreciate that. So, he's just having network.
Yeah.
difficulty.
I'm going to. That's too bad. That we're short those two.
Yeah. I normally would have sent a message to the big dog to bring him on, but like I said, I know he's not feeling well, and he had to go to Vegas. So I don't even know if they're spending the night in Vegas. I think they're doing the drive and then coming back. That's a bummer. That's why I said it's a turnaround in the worst way. But
I don't. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Almighty, please.
I was going to answer Alicia's question. It's not a question, but her comment was, it sounds it, but I don't. But once you watch it, you won't. It won't be anything, because if you've seen a college overtime game, that's essentially what we're looking at. Except they won't allow a tie. They'll just keep going. So it's like when you play a overtime period in hockey.
Yes, which I had experience.
And then if there's still a tie, then they do a shootout until someone does sudden death, and then see how that goes. And then that's why you have those. That's why you have a point system in NHL, because teams get a point for a shootout loss, I think, right, Raj? And then the other team gets 2 points, but they do get a. So that's why there's a point system in hockey instead of just win, loss, and tie, because there are no ties. So that's.
As a matter of fact, you are so right on that. Prodigy, who's been on the program with us, mentioned the minute they went to overtime, he says, well, the Kings got a point. Exactly that, no matter what. And the other team actually did get a point too, but whoever wins gets the other point. Thank you, young man. That was really good.
And that was off the top of my head real fast. So I must have read something and it stayed in there. I hope. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I think I'm right on that. But you never know. So, and maybe we'll experience the overtime on the Cock tomorrow or Fox today, and then we'll see how it actually works. But since the games are today, so that'll be cool to see how if we get a chance.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. I am not feeling it. It's like, wow. I had a sharp pain right now. And I don't know if it's because I'm older and my head is bigger and fatter and dumber, but I removed the cap and the pain went away. So I think it might have actually been constricting what little activity there was.
Well, loosen your hat, buddy.
No,
how tight is it?
It's a fitted hat.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Wow. I did not know that.
I love the cap, but I think I may have left it on for longer than I should have. It really did. It gave me a sharp pain. I'm like, dude. And now it's like going away. So either I'm recovering my stupidity or I am it's leveling out.
So it's dissipating?
The common sense is dissipating. The stupidity is coming back.
Okay.
Almighty, I'm really jazzed. I really am. I can't wait. I got to get through this weekend. I'm stuck to this chair till midnight on Monday. I'm going to go back to work on Tuesday, and everyone has kind of chuckled. They go, you are going to physically be here, right? I'm like, yeah. And they know it. They know I'm going to be there on Tuesday. So they know I'm going to be as worthless as shit. But I'm lucky that I have what I have, so I will be returning there. And because I have negotiations on Monday. On deadline. Oh, it's incredible. So who knows? I might be just doing this. Okay, I agree. That's a good number. No, I didn't agree to that. I did not agree to that. No, wait, no, I'm not talking about that. The numbers you've provided me are sufficient. No, I didn't say that. It's going to be that way. But I kid, of course. It's not going to. We're on Zoom calls, folks. So I did get a little bit of sarcasm by someone by saying, oh, so you're going to be doing business while the Zoom call's on. I said, you idiot, do you know what a Zoom call is? The camera has to be on. So, either I come up with an image like this, or I have to be there. And, that was my feigned anger towards management about the difference between shall and will. Folks, the county still uses the archaic language when it comes to, there was a word for you. It still uses the archaic language when it comes to negotiating contracts. And it's terribly amusing that a lot of people don't get that. And I commented about shall and will, and everyone blew it off. And I said, all right, you shall see how you will get fucked when the deal is done.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm only kidding, of course, about that. But this is cool. So there's a 3-point attempt in the NFL?
Yep. I posted it in the chat room for everybody to take a gander at.
So how's that one going to work? The USFL will likewise have these 3 options available. The rules for 1- and 2-point attempts will differ slightly from those of the XFL and AAF.
Right.
Okay. And the 3-point attempt is the biggest difference between the USFL and NFL. Teams will have the option of attempting a pass or run from the 10-yard line after scoring.
Right.
So the regular 2-point, or I guess I'm confusing this. So right now, if you're going to go for 1, you try to kick it.
Right. And then
if you go for a 2-point. No, go ahead.
I was interrupting what you were saying. Go ahead, Raj. You're right.
So the 2-point is like from the hash mark, which is what, about 2 or 3 yards back?
Yeah, it's not that far. That's from the 2-yard line. It says, 2-point from 2. The 2 from the 2.
Oh, that'll be good to remember. Yes, the 2 from the 2.
2 from the 2.
And then the 3-point is from the 10-yard line.
That is correct.
Dude, I'm liking it. I am.
So,
Muddy, did you see the USFL when it was playing? Because yes, I did too, folks. The whole idea of spring football was great. For those of you that like football, it's only 1 game a week. They were playing it on, April, May, and June. It was perfect. It didn't screw with the NFL in any way whatsoever. It was popular. As a matter of fact, the USFL gave baseball a run for its money because in some of the cities where they were playing, I'm not saying they were sellouts, but it definitely didn't happen here in LA. But the numbers were, there's no such thing as respectable in a startup. You've got to either score or not, pardon the pun. But in some places, they were selling out, especially in Texas, if I remember. Philadelphia, they did very well, too. I think the Chicago teams did well. I think Oakland did well. The USFL was surviving. There were problems with some of the teams because there was a merger with some. And then remember, they were signing big name talent out of the draft.
Oh my, yeah. That was the big thing because they'd be signing the NFL and USFL competing for star players. They weren't like the XFL signing all these rejects. They were actually going after studs. Like Jim Kelly and
yes,
but Herschel Walker too.
Yes.
So I mean,
Steve
they had names.
Young, baby.
And Steve Young. They had the names, so they were willing to pay to get the talent. And they like you said, it was young and kind of struggling, but every league does that. I mean, even the NFL in the beginning did that. They couldn't even finish this. They couldn't even, the teams couldn't even play the same amount of games for who knows a decade until they got that all straightened out. But
Yeah.
but still, if they would not have been moved, if someone wouldn't have want to challenge the NFL, the USFL might have still be around today. I mean, since the '80s, because 2020 might have been their 40th anniversary instead of this reboot.
Wow. That's right. Look, guys, I'm excited. Yes, this is a whole thing to my youth. Look, when the USFL came, dude, it was cool, folks. It was. The teams. I drug my dad out to a game to the LA Coliseum. He was not a football fan. I was not a football fan, but I said, Dad, there's this quarterback from Brigham Young who's now with the LA Express. And he's like, Brigham Young? Do you mean Steve Young? Like, you, baseball man? No, Steve Young? My father did read of other sports. He was far from a favorite of others, but he could watch other sports. And, baseball was his love. Soccer was as well. But he knew enough where he knew about the Steve Young. And he says, yeah, let's go. And I remember ticket prices. It was very inexpensive to get into an LA Express game. And my dad and I were behind the goalposts. So it was fun. We had people scattered about. You would, hey, dude, you liking it? Yeah. Hey. It was cool. You could move right up to the front. But my dad and I sat in our given seats. And it was an exciting, fun game. And I'll never forget that. I enjoyed that. That was the only football game my father and I ever went to. And he's not exactly a football fan, but he was watching. It was cool. And I remember that. And God bless the soul of a friend of mine who I grew up with and passed away at a very early young age, Arturo Soto. As a matter of fact, Big Dog and I have a tiny connection. My friend Art Soto, who really introduced me to football, was the cousin, or his aunt was Eva Gama, Peter Gama's former wife, the one that passed away. Actually, it was his wife. And, she died a few weeks and months ago. So Art, and I actually met Eva when I was like 7 or 8. So I'd actually known her for a very long time. And then I met her again when the Big Dog and her were dating, which was really kind of cool. So I just known her a long time. So there was a tiny connection that both Big Dog and I had. It was through his wife and my friend. I miss Art. He loved football. He loved it. And he loved football. He played it in high school. At Sure High School, he was running back. He knew how to plan plays. His passion was amazing. And even he would say, dude, he loved football, but the NHL was the man's sport. He would always say that. You want to play a man's sport? That's the NHL. It's different over there. But I remember because of him, I did like the USFL, and I was so disappointed when Trump did what he did. Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
I think the league would have still been around as a great spring option. They had found their niche. They just had to find the cities which were going to be good. And that might not have been LA. It might not have been. But it was I think they had 12 teams the first year, and then they expanded to 18. Wow. I miss it. So I'm so happy they're back. I will have the game playing in the background today. And who knows, Almighty, maybe what we should do one of these days, but no, the problem is the time's going to be off.
So?
Okay, we should broadcast the game delayed. Obviously, we can't have the sound in the background, but everyone could have their TV on. So if you have a DVR, all you have to do is get the timing exactly right, and you could watch it with us, and we can probably
I see what you're saying. I thought you were going for a live. So what would it matter? It'd just be a set time. But they're talking about watching a recorded game.
Well, remember, they're listening to us 30 seconds behind. So there have probably been 2 plays by the time they hear us. So the only way they could conceivably hear us would be on some sort of DVR where they could actually slow the game down and they could actually, get them to go.
Well, gosh, I guess that the closest thing that I would think about is doing a watch party like on Facebook or something. That way we're all there at the same time. We don't have to worry about timing DVRs and all that crap.
I think that would be good. We should give it a shot. I just can't do it today, tomorrow. I can't, folks.
But we don't have to do this week. We can still do this week, but do it whenever
we won't do week done. Number 2 because I'm going to be up there.
No. I posted the rules for the USFL kickoff and onside kick rules in the chat room for you to take a gander at.
The USFL kickoff onside kick rules, it's right here, will be much different than the NFL's rules. They will more closely resemble the XFL's approach of having a setup zone. Kickoffs in the USFL will take place from the kicking team's 25-yard line. This will ensure that almost all kicks will be returnable. Though the USFL is creating more kick return possibilities, it's also taking precautions to limit the opportunities for high-speed collisions on special teams.
Boo. I mean, yay.
Yeah. Wow. This is all right. Folks, the USFL changed up and they did things that the NFL eventually did adopt, which was really neat. In that, I'll give it to the NFL. They realized there was a good option somewhere else, and they brought it in. That is, hey, what is it? Change or adopt or be defeated or whatever. I don't know. There's no coherent thought whatsoever. I like it. I appreciate that, man. USFL. And of course, folks, there it is. Look at that. There's the logo, the USFL, the United States Football League. I like it. That is really cool. Maybe we should have this on the background. And then Aisha will say, stop screwing with the logo, because it kind of messes with her a little bit.
Well, there it is. What the hell? I'm behind it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're both behind it.
Yep.
Oh, look, now it's double. There we go.
So there is the rules for the onside kick is a video, so I don't think I can paste it in the chat room. But I could, so I don't know why they did that. I guess to get a better idea. But here's what I'll do the next best thing, I guess.
By the way, I did post an image in the background. You'll see it. Those are the logos for the teams now, and it's 1, 2, 3. You can see them all. I believe the one on the left is the New Jersey Generals, and you have the Maulers. I believe the Liberty Bell has to be the Philadelphia Stars.
Yeah.
I don't. Or wait a minute. No, I think the one on the left is the Michigan Panthers. Because then you have the Stars, and I believe those are the Maulers.
Okay.
And then oh man, who's this one? Oh, this could be the Stallions. The one with the football. Birmingham Stallions. That's the next one.
Yeah.
And then you have the Houston Gamblers, the New Orleans Breakers, and then the Tampa Bay Bandits. There it is. Oh my goodness, folks. There are a lot of comments. I do apologize.
I put a link to the page if you want to go down and watch the video for the onside kick up at your leisure.
Ooh, at my leisure. Yes.
So, because I can't post that in here, I don't think so. I just.
Oh, come on, Coffee. Dude, look, come on, man. Come on. Oh, man, I almost sound like Biden right there. Come on, man. That was funny when he said that to someone. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look, sorry for the politics on that one. I just thought that was funny when he said that. Come on, man. Far from presidential, but it was damn funny.
But yeah. That
Oh, come on, Coffee. That's all right. Well, all right. It's irrelevant. Thank you for sharing.
Yep.
I'm hoping for some entertaining stuff.
Well, you got to remember we're irrelevant, so we fit right in. So.
Ho!
so,
Oh my goodness.
so that's so I think, and then there's some more down below it, like for pass interference, but we're not going to overwhelm ourselves. We can catch on. I mean, if you watch the games, we'll catch on soon. We'll catch on, but those seem to be the three most exciting. I mean, the most exciting, or could be the most exciting rule changes compared to the NFL. I mean, we're going to find out when we watch the games if you do, but we'll find out because it'll be interesting, and we'll wonder how, and we'll wait and see how many of these rule changes the NFL steals with a little modification and say we just came up with this today. It's like no bullshit, but anyway.
Sorry, I like that. Folks, there it is. It's theusfl.com. Actually, that's new. So they have USFL2.com. That was for you, Coffee. And then they have theusfl.com. And then there's a schedule. I'm sorry, folks. I am jazzed. This is cool. Look, the whole point of the USFL, and I remember some of the commercials, it was spring football, folks. They even said, this is your fix till the NFL comes back. They never intended to compete with the NFL. I don't think the NFL actually cared. There was really no interest. And it was cool. But because of spring football, the NFL began the inexorable march to becoming a year-round product. Remember that? We've talked about that over the years. That there is something big going on in the NFL every month. So, now we're into February. We have the Super Bowl. And, okay, hold on. I was in a generous mood before the baseball season started. I said Byron Buxton would stay healthy until May 1st. The biggest wimp in baseball got hurt yesterday, Game 7. Oh, thank you, Coffee. Oh, man, that's going to bring a tear or two. I like it. It does happen. It's crazy. And, yeah. I don't know, though. The biggest wimp, I don't know. There's a lot of them in the running. We've talked about this for years, how they have a hangnail and they're put on the disabled list. It's like, come on, man. Oh, there it is. Come on, man. Just call me Joe for short today. Because we don't have Speedy on with us, and of course the big dog. Our thoughts are with the big dog right now, or at least mine are. I invite you to share your thoughts and be with the big dog as well. So hopefully long term it will be improving. He was he was a little unhappy. I wasn't going to say he was depressed when he was over. Because, when you're doing your taxes, I can't tell if you're, it's a health issue or it's having to file your taxes. It's a little confusing. But, we'll see. I should try to punk the big dog right now. Say, hey, come on, dude. Do it live. Do it live. Damn it. I'll do it live.
Show us some cheerleader. Never mind. That wasn't me.
I will say, Lupe, who is a client of mine, she's really cool. She went to Mexico, but before she went to Mexico, she went down to the Mayan, all that stuff, down to the visit all the ruins and stuff. And she said she was also going to Cancun and everything. I said, hey, I'm an old guy. It doesn't hurt if you take some pictures of the other beach bunnies. I think she got mad that I said the other beach bunnies. So you know what she did? God bless her. She took a picture of herself on the beach and sent it to me. That was funny. I love it. She was, I'll be damned if I send you images of other women. Oh, my God. That was cool. That was smooth. Oh, I love it. And she did send me some pictures down there of her family. It looked like they were having a blast. And it's cool because they were at the base of one of the most famous temples in Mesoamerica. You can't climb it, of course, but they were at the base of it, and she took a great long shot, of them in front of the pyramid. It's really awesome. So I told her, hey, what the hell? Get up there. It doesn't count. Get up on the pyramid. And, of course, you're not able to climb that one. You're able to climb a few others, but not that one. And I think that one is like in the Mesoamerican plain of central Mexico. It's the one culture that we really know very little about. Because
I wonder whose fault that is.
Okay, very good. I was about to say that one disappeared before the Spaniards showed up.
Oh, whatever.
The Spaniards beat up everyone else. They beat up the ones in the Yucatan. They beat up the ones, of course, in Tenochtitlan, which was the capital of Mexico now. This one is like, if I remember correctly, it's within 100 miles of Mexico City, kind of like to the northwest. And we know nothing about that culture. Even the Mayans and the Aztecs did not know of them. So it's interesting. They've been lost to history. This is not like down in Peru and stuff where we know of the people that came before the Incas, but we really don't have that. Yes, I did say Bill Belichick turned 70 today. Actually, announced that one earlier, yeah, which is kind of cool. The old man's 70 today. That means in a few days I will only be 17 years behind him. And what did I do at his age? Not a damn thing. At 53. So I'm looking forward to an absolutely awesome one. Dude, I'm going to wake up in Alaska on my birthday. I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. That's the only thing that's keeping me going right now.
Yeah. And coffee.
Cup of Joe.
Cup of Joe.
I never have coffee.
Yeah,
it
cup of Joe.
Sounds disgusting when we have coffee in the chat room. Say, I'm having me some coffee. He did say that he did want me to be his sugar daddy. I was like, it's Cup of Joe. Cup of Joe, baby.
All right. So,
I'm sorry, Almighty. I'm eternally grateful that you're here, man. But I'm spent, man. Ross says, "Oh, that's right. It's your birthday soon." That's right. That's right. The day after Hitler.
Or do you want it to be on the same day as Hitler?
Well, for a while there at my place of business, well, not my business, but where I work for the county of Los Angeles, for a while there, a rumor started, and it was funny. Everyone was like, I think Roger's lying. Huh? What? And, my honor was at stake here. What? I don't lie. They said they think that Roger's lying. His birthday is not the 21st. It's, in fact, the 20th, just like Hitler. And I was like, oh, that was funny. I stopped denying it at that point because that was way too funny, dude. I did like that one. I said, wow, they equate me to Adolf.
How long ago was that?
About 10 years ago. Almost to the day.
So do you think you could have got away with the Hitler mustache for a day?
You have not seen my YouTube page.
I guess I have not.
I did have a mustache one time, and I looked like Mario.
Oh, geez.
So, could I get away with the mustache?
10 years ago, I mean.
Oh, of course I could have, but
that's what I'm asking today. Even though you could say you're, chaplain or something.
I never did the chaplain mustache, and because dude, I should have done it on April 20th. Just fucking should have done it.
Well, back 10 years ago, maybe the people that would be in on the joke could get it, but then the ones that didn't know what the hell you were doing, what the hell's he doing?
Damn it! I never thought of doing that.
Just don't raise your arm, but or walk like a goose. So,
oh yeah, I won't do that. I did that on a Monday night or an episode one night. I forget what I was doing, but someone said something about the Third Reich, and I started to raise my hand and I slapped it down. I was like, "Don't do that, dude!" Everyone knew what I had done, and it was really funny. because they said Third Reich, and I was like, oh, whoa, don't be stupid. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I was telling my arm, don't be stupid. So I'm sorry, folks. We're all over the place. Coffee, I want to thank you. You've actually sent us quite a bit of information. For Raider fans, the world will unite. Apparently, Derek Carr did sign an extension. Thank you for that, Almighty. I did find out about it with my Raider fan coworker at work, which is really cool. He signs a 3-year contract extension, which takes it through 2025, and it's done. It's worth $121.5 million. Wow. So for those of you that knew or for those that know and don't know, he still had a year left on his deal, and now this is just being tacked on. It doesn't take away the last year. It's just being tacked on. So he will be a Raider for the next 4 years. And he has a full, honest to goodness, holy crap, no trade clause. That's crazy.
So we can eliminate that for a Baker landing field. So
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, the Carr was going to go bye-bye. The rumor mill had it when the season was over. Oh, Carr's going to Philadelphia. Carr's going, and Baker's going, and blah, blah, blah. But as things settle down, we see things coming in focus a little bit.
Right.
And hopefully this helps Carr since he has a no trade clause, and I assume it's guaranteed money. So, unless I'm wrong about that, I could be wrong, but at least they settled on a quarterback for a few years. I mean, they could always change their mind, but we'll see.
Right.
But for the first time, I think he has security. I think before he was always on a tightrope. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like he never got what he needed.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's the one I shut down. Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Wow, we went quiet.
Yeah, I guess I was looking at to see if it was guaranteed too. But so there's one thing here we could discuss, and that's the one where Clayton Kershaw's perfect game was stopped because he might get tired by the coach, by the manager. What were your thoughts on that? Or did you already talk about that?
No, I did not. It's just absolutely embarrassing, folks, that this would. It's embarrassing. Look, I know there was a short season or a short preseason, and this is not the first time in April that a pitcher has been pulled in the 7th inning in a perfect game. But folks, come on, man. It's just, I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's just so disappointing that this happens.
Right? It's okay.
They should have let him go. He had only thrown 80 pitches. It's not like he has much left.
Exactly. His pitch count was right on target, kind of. I mean, it wasn't like he threw a million pitches, but I don't know. He has to be pissed. I mean, that's crazy. If it's early, let him go. I mean, I don't know if he seems to be doing all right. And it seems, I mean, because if the manager would have asked him if he wanted to leave, he would have said no. So he was probably forced off the mound. Wouldn't you think there, Raj, that he was forced off the mound?
See, I didn't see it. Was he really forced off the mound?
Well, I'm just saying he wouldn't. I don't mean physically, but he would not choose to leave the mound. The manager would say you have to leave because I'm sure he protested. I mean, I can't say that. I wasn't on the mound, but you're throwing a perfect game, and the manager says it's time to leave, and he has to be upset and trying to stay. So it wasn't like he volunteered to go. But maybe I'll find out later that I'm completely wrong. But if you're throwing a perfect game, Raj, would you want to leave?
No.
See?
Hell no. I mean, the only perfect game I'm ever going to throw is on Nintendo or PlayStation.
Right.
And I, by the way, I have actually thrown several perfect games on Nintendo.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I it has to be sour grapes for the guy. I mean, my gosh. I mean, even if he does get hurt, you let him do it. It's early yet; he can recover. But I mean, come on, that's bad form.
Yeah, yeah. Look, folks, this whole idea of look, no one is ever. I know I'm frustrated. No one's ever going to be happy when it comes to this, but
No.
I understand it was early in the season, and way to go, Mr. Roberts. It is what it is, but it's just.
Well, yeah, Baker Mayfield probably he would like to go somewhere. I mean, he's still stuck in limbo in Cleveland right now, so I guess he just wants to go anywhere to play. I don't blame him, but that might be a good fit right there with Baker in Minnesota.
Someone's going to pick him up. There's going to be after the draft, we're going to have a few trades because, folks, if you've been watching the NFL over the last 2 years, it's not like it used to be before. These younger GMs and managers are making trades like never before. I think Baker Mayfield. Oh my God! I did say it, didn't I?
Baker Mayfield. I love it. I love that. You better write that down, Raj. Write it down. Oh my goodness. There we go. That was cool.
And had I tried to accidentally say that, it wouldn't have worked. Oh my goodness, that's how tired I am, man. At 8:06 a.m.
Yeah, I think teams are waiting for Cleveland just to release him. Is what they're waiting for.
Okay, but if they release him, wouldn't they be on the hook for part of the contract? It's one thing to release anyone, but I think there's money there.
But I don't know if they're not going to. If there is a trade, it's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to be like the return. They're not going to make enough in return to make up for what Watson stole from them with 3 draft picks and all that money. So maybe he is traded, but I don't look for him to go. I don't think any first rounders are going to go their way. That's what they're thinking. Because I don't know. I just wanted to keep him for a backup in case something happened to Watson. But now we know there's not going to be any court action during the football season, so really no reason for Baker to stick around. So he's not going to be I don't think the NFL is going to suspend him. So Baker hanging around but Baker can still hang around because Watson's only making $1 point something million this season, and the Browns should be able to carry his $18 million contract then. But I don't know, and I in a way this is dirty pool when it comes to Baker Mayfield, them just dropping this on him like that. So I don't, because right now, like I say, he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, I did see an article where he thinks that Seattle might want him, but that's him talking. I don't know if that's going to be true or not. Oh, I don't think so. God, I could be wrong about that.
I heard there might be some interest, but I don't know.
I don't think he's been.
I'm not sure. Also, on this question, she is the coach. She's the one, I think, on the West Coast team. I don't remember which one it is.
Isn't it
the first base coach, I believe?
Wasn't it the Giants?
Oh, yes. It was the hated ones. You're right.
I saw that. Alicia, do you think that every time a woman does something for the first time, it is a big announcement? do we really need a big announcement for everything a woman does for the first time? I mean, it's getting ridiculous. It's like, okay, she's the first base coach. Congratulations, but we don't need to have a holiday. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm a man, but I just don't. It just seems like every time they think a woman did something first, like, oh, this is great. It's like, why? I mean, she's doing her job. Right? I mean, she was doing her job to go coach first base. I mean, that's. But anyway, that's the way it is. But I just think it's a good thing. That's what I think. It's a good thing that she's on the field. I guess she was the first professional coach on a baseball field. Is that correct, Raj? And
yes.
And so now
during the game.
During the game.
Yes.
So now we got San Francisco's going to have another parade for her, and then and but you know, but hey, it's great. I don't care. It's great. I mean, to me, that should just be an everyday occurrence. That shouldn't be something, okay, she did her job. I mean, that's what she was hired to do, and I guess she did it well. So kudos to her. Let's get some more in there and just let them be coaches. Not women coaches, but coaches. Let's make everybody coaches instead of separating them by gender, because that's kind of confusing, because some people want to get away from gender, but yet when a woman or somebody of color does something first, well, then we make it a big deal. So then that's not what. Anyway,
Aisha, it's cool. It's good. And I apologize. I hope it didn't come across as dismissive in any way whatsoever.
No, I don't want to be dismissive, but it should be, because everybody should be equal. There should be, we should be at a point now when she did that. It was like, so what? That we were, because it's been happening for a long time. It's sad that it took over 100 years of baseball for this to finally happen. That's all I'm saying. But does it have to be? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about it. It's just that, this needs to happen where it's an everyday occurrence, and it's not a big deal like it was made out to be this late in the game. Over 100 years. I mean, this should have happened a long time ago, and we know why that hasn't happened, but still. 2022, and finally a woman gets on the field. Really? It's great. I'm glad she broke that barrier. That means more will be coming along. I'm sure there's more in the pipeline. Because then isn't there coaches in the minors too, Raj? Females?
Well, of course, we have our first, and it's in the Yankee organization, which is a shock. The Yankees are rarely ever first at anything, and they do have the first female manager in all of baseball, whether it be the minor leagues or the majors. As you know, the first GM, which was a long time in coming, is Kim Ng. I've been a fan for her for the longest time, just because you guys talk about putting in your dues, putting in your time. That woman has done it, and she should have been a GM a long time ago. And when she was with the Angels, she should have been chosen as GM, and the Angels did not do so. They went with that former pitcher, I think it was Dipoto.
Oh.
What has Dipoto done? I think he's with Seattle now. Folks, it's easy being a Monday morning quarterback, as we are. It is really easy to say that, but I lost my mind back then when the Angels didn't sign her. And I went on air. I did a commentary about it. I said the time for Kim Ng has arrived. And
okay. Yeah, I guess I don't want to be dismissive. I'm just mad that it's taken this long for this stuff to happen. I'm kind of irritated. It's just like, okay, it's great. I'm glad that it happened. I'm happy for baseball, but it's just taken so long for for these barriers to be broken. And it has to be. I know it's irritating for the women out there trying to get in, but let alone me, it's a lonely, whatever, a white man with posters behind him. But I'm not trying to be dismissive, Alicia. I just think it's just, it's just very past due. But that's me. But I'm glad that it happened, and we'll get some more baseball women out there on the third. Maybe we'll get one on third base next. So we'll see. But so the one in the minor leagues, so she'll be coming up into the minor league. I mean, into the major league pipeline pretty soon, right? If she does well, is that her next step?
It clearly is. For her to be a coach anywhere else now, come on. All right, well, she could be a coach in the major league level, but she cannot be a first base coach. She cannot even be a third base coach. She's a minor league manager. So her next step is either bench coach, or manager. That will be the move. Yes, the most qualified person should get the job. There's a lot of terrible male coaches. And folks, that's what I meant by Dipoto. I really did. It's just he was just a former player. Just because, yeah, it is disappointing that women haven't been hired for more jobs. Baseball is one of the last bastions of the old boys network.
Exactly.
It is. So I agree with Almighty. That's why I said, look, folks, I don't want to come across as dismissive. We're not. But we don't want to be the ones to jump up and rah and be the Twitter idiots. That, look, this is history and stuff. No, it should have been a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean,
we've been here talking about it for close to 14, 15 years, folks.
Did she do an interview to see how she felt about that at all? I did. I mean, I know that they said, and what did she say? Do you know offhand?
On one of them, obviously she said, I'm just happy to be here. But she said, I'm looking to contribute to the organization. I mean, dude, she had all the phrases down, dude.
She had it ready to go, huh?
Oh, God,
she had her prep. She did her prep. That's cool.
Yeah.
She did her prep. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But when we finally see a female manager, then we're off and running.
Yeah.
But you can look around, but you always see all but men all the time. I mean, when you watch old movies and they do old, it's all white men that run the show, So maybe, I don't know, maybe a new generation is starting to come in on the Yankees and they decide to be progressive. Or maybe they decide to be progressive just to be progressive. It doesn't matter. They did it. So the Yankees are on the way. And hopefully other teams will follow suit and let women get a chance. That's all,
Yeah.
But
I hope so.
Yeah. But I just thought, I just thought it was funny because she had to put her uniform on to go coach because she was doing something else and had to put her jersey on and go out and coach. It's like,
wasn't there something about the uniform not being? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, no. I know she got hurt. Belkovic, the manager for the AAA team.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got hurt, so she actually missed opening day, which was a bummer.
Oh, yeah. I saw that too. That sucked ass. I had to.
That did. Because even I was like, hey, man, opening day is opening day, man. It doesn't matter where it is.
Yep. I know, but still, that's sad that you missed your, okay. But I guess it'll be a story to keep telling forever. Yeah, I had my chance for opening day as a new manager, and I missed it.
Yeah.
But like I said, the first base coach had to put her jersey on because she didn't even expect it to happen. So that was cool.
No.
But anyway, to answer your question, Alicia, we are very excited.
Oh yeah.
So it was nice. It's good. It's long overdue, but that finally happened, and maybe more women will break that barrier and get a chance at it. Hopefully everybody gets a chance that's qualified, like Coffee said. So we'll see. We got a long way to go, even though it's 2022. So sad story.
Yeah.
So we anything else? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you did send me quite a bit of information. I want to thank you for that. I was going to review it right now. And of course,
Right.
Yeah.
So how about this headline? Josh McDaniels trying to avoid adopting the Patriot way as he begins coaching tenure with the Raiders. So he doesn't want the Raiders to be like the Patriots.
What does that mean?
That they're not going to videotape practices. They're not going to deflate they're not going to deflate the football. And whatever shenanigans Belichick did, I think he's going to try to avoid. Of course, I could be wrong, but I don't know. He just says he doesn't want his team. I guess he doesn't want to be compared to Belichick. I mean, even though he's a protege and he's from that tree, he doesn't want to be compared to Belichick, so he wants to have his own style to be recognized. So, I mean, he'll still use, I bet you, he'll still use Patriot stuff, but he won't. He'll call it something else and change it a little bit like everybody else does. But this is his second attempt at coaching. His first one didn't go very well. So hopefully, I wish him better luck with the Raiders for sure, because the Raiders need someone to take charge.
Oh, yeah.
So
I hope, there's some stability with the Raiders. And, they have the makings of a competitive team. Do they have a championship team? They did a year or 2 years ago, but it didn't happen. I'm looking forward to them being competitive. And if the Raiders are a dangerous team, that's good for football, man. Because Raiders are loved to be hated.
Yeah.
Or
so,
to be loved.
Well, here's the quote. He's trying to create a culture that is not the Patriots way. New Raiders safety Duron Harmon, who played 7 seasons in New England, told Good Morning Football on Wednesday. He said it's over and over. He said it over and over. So he does not want to. He's going away from the Patriot way. So I don't know what that exactly means. Does that mean he doesn't want to go to a Super Bowl? I have no idea. I don't know. But it looks like he's trying to get his own culture and not Belichick. Because right now the Raiders are being called the Patriots West. But I didn't know that, but I guess it makes sense. But anyway, that's what we have on that he's going
That's
away.
A little early, dude, to call them the Patriots West.
Hey, I'm just reading the article.
I hear you.
I'm just a messenger, man. Don't shoot me, man. I'm cool. But yeah. So that's what's going on there. So hopefully we'll see how that works out, because right now his Josh's or his head coaching record is not awesome. So he's getting a second chance to start, and maybe that's why he's getting away from the Patriot way and see if he can see what he learned from his first tenure when he was head coach of, I forget who he was, Denver.
Yes, Denver.
So he's staying in the West, at least AFC West. So I don't know what. So anyway, I know that. Well, Big Dawg and Speedy were Raider fans. I thought that would appeal to them too, if I already saw it. But they probably have some words to throw in there. So
yeah.
So that's it. I mean, that was for them. So, well, everybody, but I knew that would have hit them most.
Yeah. No, Money, I apologize. I'm really starting to labor right now.
Okay, dope.
Folks, I may have passed my limit right now. I am physically feeling it over in my side. I'm tired. Almighty,
Okay.
Is there anything else that you wanted to specifically talk about? If you wanted to go on, you're more than welcome. Please,
No, I'll let you go. We'll let the show rest in peace, and try to recoup next weekend on Saturday.
Well, I will be up in the Great White North for that one.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Really?
Wow. Yeah. Aha.
But oh my God, is it getting worse there, Raj?
Yeah, you know what? And it's not in my stomach. It's actually in my it's a combination of I'm tired. I haven't had enough sleep. I'm not eating. Funny thing is, I haven't had. Oh, you know what? I haven't had anything since yesterday morning. I think that's what it is.
Why would you do that?
Because
Wow.
I'm stupid. I'm gonna have to run out and go get something this morning, folks. I am so sorry. I just do not.
You do
feel
not
well
need
right now.
to apologize. Why do you apologize? You have no reason to apologize. You just trying to make the show.
A lot
awesome.
of people come to spend time with us, which is really cool.
Yeah, but they don't want to see you suffer, and they understand things happen. If they don't, well, I'm not going to say it. But well, let's get out of here then, bud. Any last words, Raj?
Ow.
Okay, there you have it. Everybody have a great Easter if you're celebrating Easter. And if you're having a normal day, have a normal day. A great normal day. And thanks for all the comments. We appreciate it. We love trying to answer your questions as stupidly as we can. So we will catch you on the flip side. Later, dudes. It's your turn, Raj. Where's the peace?
We'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.